Okay, thank you all so much for joining Let's Talk Speak on It. I'm your host, Tamika Cozy, and with us today we have Shentrece. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell our listeners a little bit about you?
Of course. I am a mom of three. I'm a stay-at-home mom, basically. I used to work for CTA about 5-6 years, quit, was having some health issues with my son, so I decided to, hey, why not stay at home? And staying at home helped me venture off to starting my own business. I was thinking about doing it, but once I was provided with the proper time, it was over with. I was able to do what I wanted to do. I was at peace. I'm with my kids, spending time with my babies. That's me. I'm a momager, literally.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your business?
Of course. Royalty Baths is the business. I literally hand make everything that you can think of when you're in the tub. We have self-care products. I even do baskets. We have bath bombs to soap to candles. Literally some of everything you can use to relax. I literally started off with the business more so on behalf of my children. They have eczema. I have eczema.
Okay.
But my daughter, she's the oldest. She's 11. And as you can tell, she's getting older. So, I don't want her to be more so embarrassed. So I'm like, we got to figure this out. We got to figure something out that'll work for your skin, all of our skin, because the majority of the stuff in the store we couldn't use with all of the chemicals. We figured out, we played around with this stuff for maybe 2 years, and we finally figured it out. We started using it around the house. Then I'm like, why not sell it? This was, that's how we came about the business anyway, just playing around with things, trying to see what we can do to actually, get the dark spots in the. My daughter had really bad eczema, really, really bad eczema. And I was just like, oh no, I don't want her growing up with, insecure issues. And we figured it out really quick. We figured it out. And it's fun. I do it with my kids all the time. So, yeah.
Awesome. That's very good to hear that you're not only doing it, but you're also having your kids to come in to assist you with it. That's amazing.
We be at home having a ball. We be at home having fun. And I have them to help me do it majority of the time because they're always, when it's time to take a bath, Mom, can I have a bath bomb? You're not paying for it. You can have it if you make it. So they love making this stuff because they get to use it themselves. So it's a learning process. Hopefully, seeing me move around, doing my stuff with the business, hopefully they feed off of it. Sometimes my daughter come to pop-up shops, and it's recent. It's very recent that she started coming to pop-up shops, but she likes it. So it's fun. It's a way to bond with my children as well. So
awesome.
I appreciate it.
Okay. And then how is it raising your kids, being a mom, and then trying to do a business? How is that?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Now, Dad, he's definitely around and he helps a lot. But it's a lot. 3 kids, taking them to school. I tell him just, we got our system.
Okay.
He helps. He does what he does. He does what he can. Of course, he's a great father. He's always helping with the kids. But you know how kids are. Mom, 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 mom. That's all I hear all day. So I'm taking them to and from school, different, activities after school, from basketball to choir practice, to floor hockey, different activities for them to do. And the little one, my youngest, he's autistic. So it's definitely always something to do with him. I'm always on the move. So whether it's my business or these kids, that's why I say I'm a momager, because it's literally, my life revolves around all of this. And my business, it's become my baby. So you might as well say baby number 4. But yeah, the kiddos, we make it do what it do. We have fun.
Okay. And so I know you just mentioned that one of your kids does have autism. And so you also have the candles for the month of April representing autism awareness. Can you provide a little bit more detail to the reason why you felt that this was necessary for the month of April to have the autism awareness and acceptance candles?
Well, it took a minute, to be honest, with myself. It took a minute for me to accept my child has autism. It was really just the process of me learning everything. He's just nonverbal. That's it. So I realized he's literally, I can tell him to do something. He'll follow command. He'll follow my lead. He tells me, not necessarily speaking, he'll come grab my hand and take me to
to gesture you over.
Whatever he wants. And I'm like, this month, it's his birthday. We should do something. We should do something. And I couldn't think of what to do because he's not open to a lot of things at all. Even if we were like to take him to a place like a fun zone or something, it's too many people. It's too many people. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? Just at home, like with the kids, we started playing around with like bath bomb puzzle pieces and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait, this is the stuff for autism. This is a lot of the symbols that they use. And I'm like, it's Autism Awareness Month. I have an autistic kid. Why not just use my brand and let's make this aware to everyone else? Autism Awareness Month. Let's do this. We're going to do this. We did the juicy strawberry scent. I noticed my son, he loves the smell of it. He doesn't eat it. He will not touch a strawberry for nothing. But the smell of it, he likes it. And you can tell because it gives him, it's like his eyebrows do a little woo-hoo. Right?
Okay.
So I'm like, this is his favorite. Let's do an autism awareness candle and, throw it out there, see how the people respond to it, see how they like it. So I'm like, okay, that was good. That was a good gesture.
And so I know that you mentioned when you were talking that at the time it was difficult accepting that your child had autism. Can you elaborate on that a little more?
Yes, we were noticing things here and there, and literally with him, like I said, the only thing is he's nonverbal. That's the only thing with him. So as he was, functioning, moving around with his other siblings, we did not, notice anything. So we were kind of like, when my mom, she noticed it, and she's like, you notice he's not talking yet. And I'm like, maybe he's like a late bloomer or something. So now we're trying to pick up on other little things to see if it could be autism. And I started noticing he's walking around when there's a loud sound. He doesn't like it, covers his ears and things like that. So I started doing my own research, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to accept what my mom is telling me, and I need to get my baby, checked out. Took him to the doctor to see if he had autism. They said that it probably wasn't autism. He's just being stubborn. But later on down the line, yes, he has autism. It's easy though. That I can say. I noticed it could be worse.
Yes.
It could definitely be worse. But the way he operates and being a stay-at-home mom, he had the opportunity to learn me as well as I had the opportunity to learn him. So when it comes down to what he wants or what he needs or when it's time for something, he lets me know in his own little unique way. And now it's, he's either coming to me or dad, but now with other people, he'll be 3 tomorrow.
Okay, happy birthday.
No, right? So with other people, starting to come around and me moving him around outside, taking him here and there, trying not to put him in too many big crowds.
Yeah.
He's starting to open up more, and he's starting to realize, okay, this is normal. This isn't, something I should run from. So he's definitely getting the hang of things, and I'm excited because he's about to start school. So this stay-at-home mom will literally just be working on my business and nothing but my business. Okay. He's leaving me. He's leaving me.
Now, was it difficult for you with trying to figure out what school to place him at, with him not being able to communicate?
To be honest, I was freaking out. I'm like, he's never even been to a daycare. So I was really, really like, oh no, I don't know how we're going to get through this. And you can tell he's ready. But me, I'm just like, oh no, not my baby. But when we went to his evaluation and everything that they said he will that he will, need continuously, the people that will actually be there with him in the classroom were the actual people I sat with, and I did not know. And sitting there with them for about 3 hours, my son was grabbing their hands, trying to leave. I'm like, okay, he's comfortable with you because he's taking you to leave me. He's not even thinking about me anymore. And then he was trying to babble. He's in that, stage where he's trying to speak, but of course words still aren't coming out. So he was getting comfortable with the people, and at the end of the meeting they were like, so yeah, we're actually people that's going to be with him. And I'm like, oh my God, that just took a huge
big relief
off of my shoulders, because you can tell he was comfortable. He was comfortable. Normally we can go places, a family member house, he's not taking off his coat, he's not taking off his shoes, he's grabbing my hand trying to go back out the door. We were in there with them people. He was grabbing books for them to read to them. He was grabbing toys to play with. And I'm like, oh my God, he's really interacting with you guys. This is perfect. This is all I needed. I feel like he's safe. You can have him. Now I can really, he's my baby.
And so with raising kids, especially raising one child with autism, working on your own business and working on expanding your business, what type of things do you do to cope? What's your self-care routines?
Self-care. This is why we did the royalty baths. I used to lock myself in the bathroom. I was that mom. As soon as Dad came, yep, I'm in the bathroom, got my bubble bath running, I got a glass of wine already. I'm about to relax. But now, mentally, it helps more getting up in the morning I'm not into yoga just yet, but I do like a 10-minute beginner's yoga. I'm learning it. So being able to actually stretch my body, and I'm getting up earlier than everyone. I'm up about maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's asleep. So I get up, I stretch, I have my cup of tea. I might turn on some spa music. I love spa music. It helps me calm. And I might work out, but for the most part, that's what keeps me going. As long as I have at least an hour to myself, I love to journal. I love to listen to music. I even love to read. I'm in the middle of reading the book about setting boundaries.
Literally, nice.
How to set boundaries between every relationship that you have, whether it's a relationship with your significant other, your friend, your parent, or your job. But it's basically teaching me how to, if that's not something I want to do, it's okay to say no.
Yes.
So the book it's real. I love to read, so okay. I'm picking up on a lot of good things in the book. Definitely.
Okay, I think that's a book that I'll pick up on, because setting boundaries in all relationships are extremely important.
Definitely. I can't remember the exact quote in the book, but it was talking about how you can be a parent and you feel entitled to take your kids to school, do this, do that. You have to do everything for them, but you need at least 5 minutes for yourself. So now, literally, when I do feel overwhelmed, I will literally stop whatever I'm doing. Even if I'm driving, I will pull the car over. I will sit, close my eyes. I need to breathe at least for 5 minutes just to calm myself down and realize, okay, everything is okay. You got this under control. Let's keep the day going.
Yes. If there is anyone who is, thank you for sharing that too, by the way. If there's anyone who's listening who is thinking about, I would like to start my business, but I'm not sure how to start it. I have kids. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to balance raising my children and then owning my own business. What would you like to say to them?
Personally, do not use your children as a crutch. Do not use anything as a crutch to why you're not doing anything that you want to do. If it's something that you want to do, you'll figure out how to do it. You'll find the proper time to set aside to do what it is that you want to do. When it came down to, I think maybe about 2 weeks ago, I had a cousin to actually reach out to me about starting a business. She has kids. And I was giving her, what information I could give her about it. And she was just like, I don't know, how this is going to work. I have kids. This is a lot. No, you'll make it work. When they go to sleep, that was my thing when I first was with CTA and I was really thinking about doing the business. I'm like, I really don't have the time, but I started literally setting the time, getting off work. I got an hour. I can do some research on what I want to do. You know, that's why I say it literally took me 2 years to start my business just alone, because I needed that extra time. It might not take 2 years for the next person. It can literally, you know, they can just get up and start doing it. But when you want to literally get somewhere, when you set that goal for yourself, nothing can stop you. You just have to stay focused. You have to stay focused and determined. And consistency is the number one rule. Stay consistent with yourself, whether it's you want to post something on social media for your business, or you want to just, okay, today is a self-care day. I'm not even going to work on the business. I'm just going to take my off day as if this is a regular 9 to 5. Take my off day, soak in whatever I need to soak in. And the type of person I am, if it's an off day for me, my mind is still going. I'm like, oh my God, I just got a new candle idea. Oh my God, I could do this bath bomb. Or, you know, I always have different ideas, but I pace myself. I have to calm down. I don't want to rush into something and then everything is not properly correct. Mm-hmm. So honestly, I say do not use anything as an excuse. Just do it. Find the time to honestly just do it.
That is amazing advice. Thank you so much for putting that out there. That's so important, because often we all are like, oh, I don't have the time to do this. Oh, I can't do that because of this. Yes.
It is so easy to get lazy. It's gotten to the point where I could be like, oh my God, this TV show, come on, I want to see it. And I'm like, oh, no. You're supposed to be making bubble bars right now. So it's literally gotten to the point where I have a monthly planner, a weekly planner, a daily planner. I have my journal with everything that I need to do. I do my to-do list daily. It's an easy way to keep up with everything. I have my business, but I have my kiddos. So it's easy. If I write it down, I'm going to automatically do it. But I know how to pace myself.
Okay. And so if there's a woman or a father watching who is unsure about their child having autism, or they're not ready to accept the fact that their kid has autism, what would you say to them?
Take them to get tested. It's not about you. It's about your child. Your child needs the proper help. It's not, oh my God, I'm scared my baby might have autism. If there's a might, that's how you know you're supposed to get up, take my child, let's go get him tested. I don't know why, but once COVID hit, it's so many babies that came down with autism. I have at least 4 friends that has a child that's the same age as my child that's autistic. And that's another thing. If you're scared to get your child tested, talk to somebody. Talk to someone. You never know what the next person is going through. They might be able to give you some type of information to help you and your child.
Okay, thank you for all of that information. It was amazing talking to you. I really enjoyed it. If there is someone who would like to get products, how can they reach out to you?
I have a website at royaltybathsllc.com. I also have Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and all of those are Royalty Baths LLC as well. So literally any site, if you go to Etsy, just search Royalty Baths LLC, I'll pop up. It'll be me. Hey.
And I know also you have like monthly subscriptions that you do for a box. Can you explain that a little more too?
So my monthly subscription boxes are basically a lot of different samples of the things that I provide. Now, me being a person with sensitive skin, I'm not going to go to someone that sells, oh, I have sensitive skin soap. You should use this. This is going to be great for your skin. I don't know that. I didn't do the proper research. What did you use? I don't know, the ingredients and everything. So with that being said, if I know I'm like that with businesses, and I sell self-care products like that for sensitive skin, I'm going to make samples. That way you get a sample, you see what it does, how it smells, how it reacts to your body. If you like it now, you can come back and get the original size, the regular price item. But in that box, I put tons of different items, a sample of a candle every month. We have different soaps. I have soap with oatmeal in it, shea butter, aloe vera, different kinds of soaps, different bath bombs and different bubble bars. Literally every month is something different. So you get the chance to literally sample a few of at least 6 of my items you get to sample in that box every month.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Shentrece. As you all go about your day, please remember that success is not just about achieving a certain goal, but about the journey along the way. Every step towards your goal is a victory, and every obstacle you overcome makes you stronger. So please don't be afraid to take risks and embrace the opportunities where you're going to learn and also to grow. And to all the parents who are raising children with autism, please know that you are not alone. If you are in the Chicagoland area and you are looking for resources, please reach out to the Cozy Project at thecozyproject.org. Thank you and have a wonderful day.